point. Hardpoint lost. Enemy chopper gunner established above. We're almost out of time. Hardpoint is secure.
If you're trying to hit clips like the clips we just saw, you're probably in the right video. Hey bro, I don't claim to be the best sniper out there, but I think I have some tips that could probably help you guys out. I know Cold War's been a little bit difficult for sniping, but if you stick to these little steps I give you, I'm sure you'll get at least a little bit better. So I'm going to be going over 3 things in this video. It's going to be centering, map awareness, and then trigger control. So when most people talk about centering, all they're really talking about is keeping that little white dot in the middle of your screen, just in the center of where your rifle should be. So if I'm running around the map, the center of my screen is not aimed at the floor as I'm running by. It should be somewhere here where you expect the enemy to be, so you're not completely taken off guard when they come around the corner. This is going to make it so much easier for you to put that white dot on the center of your screen on top of your enemy before you ADS, because that's what you should be doing instead of ADSing and then dragging it over to your enemy. That's a completely inconsistent way of trying to snipe, even though that was drag scope and that was too. It helps, but it's inconsistent just because the aim assist in this game doesn't favor snipers. So you really want to be running around with the white dot in the center of your screen and being ready to put it on an enemy. So now map awareness. When I'm talking about map awareness, obviously being able to look at your mini-map and deciphering where the enemy's at compared to where your teammates are at or where you're at. You know, quick on the fly judgments of where you think the enemy players are going to be, but also applying that to your immediate gameplay. So now that we're centered on the screen, my dot's not on the floor, it's not up here, it's not up here. You also, while running around, you want to know when to expect the enemy. And let's say, for example, I'm holding this pathway right here. It wouldn't make sense for me to be aiming over here. It wouldn't make sense for me to be waiting for an enemy to pop up from out of this corner, but have my dot over here. Just being able to really be aware of your surroundings and how the game is played. And now the last thing I'm going to talk about is trigger control. This is something that most people have a problem with, but don't even know they have a problem with it because they don't really know it exists. So for a lot of you who shot a gun before, you know what I mean when I talk about trigger control. It really means just being able to firmly and steadily press the right trigger on your control so you're not messing up your aim while you're shooting. So what usually happens, because your right hand is doing the shooting and the aiming, you'll go ahead and shoot with this button, but while you're doing that, you'll accidentally pull on your right analog stick, forcing you to kind of aim out of the way. So a quick example, you guys will probably see this if you rewatch your gameplay and this is something that you suffer with. You'll go to aim on somebody and right when you shoot, you'll pull. Basically, you'll go to shoot and then you'll pull right and you'll be left on the right side of the enemy instead of on target. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully I was able to help with any problems you guys have. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in the description. Maybe hit me up on my socials. I'm also streaming on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to about 10 or earlier, later, doesn't really matter. But I'll see you in the next one.